What's going on, guys? Antonio Edwards again, fresh out of 2013. We on day 4 of our video series, guys, and I hope you're having fun and taking some notes on the tips I'm giving you this week on real estate investing tips. In the first day, we talked about 5 surefire ways to how to find motivated sellers. The second day, we talked about the traits of a motivated seller, and yesterday we talked about how to determine if I have a deal or not, like find the ARV and such and such. Now today, in our 4th video, we're going to talk about, when I get a lot of questions on this, do I put a deposit down when putting a property under contract with private sellers? Do I put a deposit down when putting a property under contract with private sellers? And the answer to that is literally no. You can literally come out of pocket when you're wholesaling and assigning your contract. And just say you got the property under contract. I know. So you just go with yesterday's example. Just say that yesterday the seller took your $48,000 offer, and you get this property under contract. You get the seller's name. You get your buyer name, which is you're gonna put your name and or signs on the contract. And I should have had a physical contract with me to show. But I'm just going to explain this, so you can understand and I'm gonna break it down to you. But you on the purchase and sale agreement, you're gonna have the seller's name, you're gonna have your name, and you're also going to have the purchase price, which is the $48,000, and it's going to have the deposit amount on your purchase and sale agreement. I used to put about $100. Okay, some people put $10. I mean, $10 that's great as well. $1 is great. You're just giving yourself equitable interest in the deal, because you're acting as a buyer. Let me backtrack. You're gonna put, when you put your buyer name, which is your name, on the buyer line, you're gonna put your name or your company name. After that, you're gonna put and/or assigns. Okay, and/or assigns. And what that's going to do is that is basically going to let you assign that contract. That's how you're going to get paid. You're able to assign, or you are able to flip that paper to an end buyer for your assignment fee. All right. So yesterday's example, the maximum allowable offer was $48,000. So the sellers took your $48,000. You have a $48,000 contract, and/or signs, which you're going to flip that contract because you found the ARV. You can flip it for $68,000. All right. So you can make a $20,000 just for selling this piece of paper here. All right. So let's go back to the deposit. So the deposit amount, I put $100. Like again, some people put $10 or a dollar on the contract. Even though it has $100, I'm not giving that seller $100 out of my pocket. No, you're literally coming nothing out of pocket. If the seller asks, "Hey, where's that $100?" I always tell them it's going to be held in escrow with my title company. All right, and if you don't have a title company, is a nationwide title company that is very good, that I know about as well. It's called Clear Title. If you want to Google that, called Clear Title. They close transactions throughout the whole country, okay, of the United States. So Clear Title, if you don't have a title company, they will handle this, and also they're very good with investors, and they're investor friendly. Okay, so you tell backtrack. You're going to tell the seller that you're going to hold that $100 deposit in escrow with your title company. All right. So you're coming nothing out of pocket. So basically, your goal is to find the end buyer anyway. You already know you have a good deal. You already found the ARV. You know you have no problems finding the buyer. Okay, which tomorrow we're going to talk about how to find buyers anyway. And you have a buyer lined up, so you don't have to worry about that $100 coming out of your pocket. And another thing too is, what if the title company asks for that deposit? What I do, I put on my contract. I hold that deposit, or that $100, just in case a title company that I don't deal with, or I'm not friends or have a relationship with, okay, because there might be some title companies you work with like that. They might ask for your $100 deposit until that closing happens. I put held in escrow with such and such title company with a promissory note. Okay, so all the promissory note is just a piece of paper. Okay, just a little piece of paper saying, "Hey, I promise to give such and such seller $100 by such and such date," which is the closing date. Okay, so that's nothing out of your pocket. You just hold it. If it comes worst case scenario, all you're doing is holding your deposit in escrow. Not no money, not dollars, not a check, not a cashier's check. Just a piece of paper, just a promissory note. If that worst comes worst, if that comes worst comes worst scenario out of, in the situation. Okay. But most of the time, title companies don't even ask about it. You just let them know that you're signing the property, and you have nothing literally out of your pocket, even in the worst case scenario. Okay, so I just wanted to give you that. Let me see anything else. I think that's about it. Don't put as much as $100 on your deposit down on your contracts. I know some people put $1, some people put $10. I put 100. And this is working with private sellers. I'm not talking about bank-owned REO properties. That's a different situation. I hope this helps out. Leave a comment if you like on the box. And again, I'll see you in the next video. Antonio Edwards signing off.